The United Kingdom's aviation sector is a £50 billion industry that supports 1 million jobs, brings £20 billion worth of tourism into the country every year, and ensures the UK maintains its global position. Keeping the UK's businesses connected to the rest of the world has never been more important. Air traffic is growing and is close to outgrowing the airspace available to support it. Much of the UK's airspace structure hasn't changed since the 1960s, although today's technology and aircraft capability can deliver much less noise and environmental impact. The real benefits of these technologies are being held back by an inefficient and ageing infrastructure. Imagine the road traffic levels of today, with all the capabilities of modern vehicles, using the roads of the 1960s, and you see some of the challenges facing aviation. Communities close to airports feel the impact of aircraft noise and emissions most, while for airlines, fuel consumption is higher than it needs to be. To reap the benefits of increased traffic whilst ensuring that environmental impacts and noise are minimised, the UK must have an airspace fit for the 21st century. The Future Airspace Strategy has been designed to pave the way for new technologies and practices which will make life better for communities, business and passengers. Our airspace structures have evolved over the last 60 years as airports have developed and grown. Routes and holds are no longer in the best location, and that means they don't unlock the true potential of modern aircraft. Aircraft on some departure routes are held down after takeoff to avoid other routes above them. Some are held down until they have flown under arrival holds. But holds could be moved, enabling us to lift the lid on airspace so that aircraft could climb and descend more smoothly. And that would reduce the impact they have on communities below flight paths. We are clear that this will reduce the noise footprint around airports, which means that more people will benefit. We now have the technology to design alternate departure routes. This would allow us to position aircraft more flexibly to provide some respite and predictability for local communities repeatedly overflown at low levels, and giving us the flexibility to handle peak traffic flows. Although these changes are complex, the environmental and economic benefits would be significant. We have already done this in some locations and been able to prove the benefits. Some departure routes are now based on more accurate navigation using GPS instead of ground-based beacons, reducing the number of people overflown by as much as 70% and saving hundreds of tons of fuel and CO2. This kind of navigation is already in use at Bristol Airport, where it means aircraft approaching from the south now fly along the Bristol Channel instead of over land. We can now accurately predict when aircraft will arrive at their destination airport and absorb delay during a flight, reducing the need for airborne holding. Modernising our airspace so it's fit for the 21st century will give us more and better connectivity and ensure we maintain our global position. Work is already underway across the UK, delivering the Future Airspace Strategy as the foundation for a safe and sustainable airspace infrastructure for this and the next generation.
My name is Archie Hunter and I'm chairman of the Glasgow Airport Flight Path Fund. Since the Flight Path Fund started in 2010, the amounts given to awards have been over £1.2 million and the number of recipients has been over 450. That has been a colossal contribution to the activities of our area. It's been something which I personally have been very, very proud to be part of, and I know which every member of the committee who has served during that time would feel similarly about.
My name is Jean Nelson and we're from Drumchapel United Free Church Little Lambs Toddler Group. We received a gift of £750 from the Flight Path Fund. It's helped us to provide a provision for the children of this area. We discovered that there was a need for toddler groups to be open, and we use that opportunity as a church, which meets the needs of the mothers, grandparents, children in this area of Drumchapel. We would like to give a big thanks to the Flight Path Fund for the gift of £750, which we appreciate very much, and we'd like to just show our appreciation for this money, and we'd like to thank you now.
My name is George Burt. I'm one of the local area coordinators for East Dunbartonshire Council, and we're here with our rock band, the Sounds of the Gallery band, to launch our new CD, Pictures of Reality. We received £1,080. The band is made up of people with learning disability or autism or physical disability or sensory impairments of various kinds, and all of them have an interest in music, and we wanted to create a place, a forum where they could develop those skills and create their own music rather than have try to do cut down versions of pop songs or just shake tambourines and play acoustic guitars. We wanted to make real music created by real people. We're very grateful to the Flight Path Fund, and we'd like to thank them very much for the money that's enabled us to create this CD, and please buy copies. Thank you very much.
I'm Rosie O'Neill, and I've only just this year joined the Flight Path Fund committee, but I've long been aware of the good work that they do helping fund community projects like the Sounds of the Gallery, like the Tennis Aces, or replacing a very old boiler in a scout hall. And I'm delighted to have the opportunity to get involved in helping fantastic people do good work in the community.
Tennis Aces is a community-based project for adults on the autistic spectrum with learning disabilities. It attracts all age groups. It also attracts pupils from Campsie and Merkland, so it covers a whole range of ages and abilities. We received £1,000 from Glasgow Flight Fund, and this was to pay for tennis leaders courses for our volunteers. The Tennis Aces really appreciate this funding from Glasgow Flight Path. Thank you very much from all the volunteers.
My name's Catherine Healy, and I joined a group called Finding Your Feet and No Limits for people that's an amputee. We started up a gardening group. People come two times a month. Come the summer, it'll be every week next year for about 8 hours a day, 1 day a week, at least 8 hours. To do gardening, grow your own veg, grow your everything. Means you're getting satisfied, then you're having to get to eat it all. At the end of it, we got £1,000 fund from the Flight Path Fund, and that means that we can go and buy a shed, special adapted tools for everybody to use. I'd really like to thank the Flight Path Fund for the funding they gave us, and it's made a big difference. Thank you.